Welcome, Sagittarius, to your October 2024 reading, and thanks for tuning in. Now, I must apologize for this being a little late. This has turned into a mid-month reading rather than a full October reading, but it will span a few weeks. My readings are timeless anyway. I've just had so much going on in my life. I just absolutely have not had a chance to do my readings this month. Also, if you're waiting on your free mini reading, I haven't gotten around to doing any of those this month either, but please have patience, you will get yours. Now, I'm not doing free mini readings anymore, but if you'd like a mini reading from me, you can leave a donation and just put a comment in the comment section if you would like me to focus on something or you've got a question, and I will do your mini reading and leave the link for you to view in response to your comment. Doesn't have to be $1 million, but at least I know you'll watch it, because I'm just finding people aren't watching their mini readings once I'm doing the free ones, once I'm doing them anyway. Now, I have to say not Happy New Year, Happy Halloween, if you celebrate that occasion where you are. And I'm using the Deviant Moon Tarot. I like to use my spooky, creepy cards for Halloween, so I hope you like them. But let's get into your reading. Now, this month you start out with the Ace of Swords. Wow, nice card here. New ideas, new clarity, communication. Swords are about the mind, the way you communicate, the way you think, your intellect. So very, very sharp this month. Now, this is the sword of truth. So I notice here you've got the Queen of Wands, and right beneath the Queen of Wands, you've got the Strength card. Now, this is interesting. I feel like there's definitely a Leo present in your world, because the Queen of Wands I would normally read as a Leo, and the Strength card represents Leo as well. So you might be having a bit of a tete-a-tete, if that's how you say it in French. Some communication. There could be some sharp words with a Leo, so just be mindful of that as well. But this is, as I said, aces are wonderful sparkings of new beginnings, and so definitely could be a new communication with this particular person. You've also got the Knight of Cups here, but I don't often read those as people. But look, it's a general reading, so there could be a water sign here as well that you are communicating with. That's Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, which is quite lovely. But yeah, brand new beginnings, brand new ideas, brand new clarity as well, and a different way of approaching communication as well. This the Ace of Swords can be talking about. It's quite nice energy. But like I said, this is the sword of truth. So if there has been anything that's been hidden or you haven't had clarity on, you definitely will have clarity here. Yeah, so some people, this can be sharp as well. So just be mindful in your communication, because you've got the Seven of Wands right beneath that Ace of Swords. The Seven of Wands can be you standing your ground on a particular issue. So you might be... there might be some conflict here, and you are having to really... If you believe in what you're saying, if you believe you're right, and you believe that what you're saying is the way it should be, then you will stand your ground, and you will get your point across. Let's put it that way. But just be careful that you don't have too many sharp words here. Now, I feel like the Queen of Wands is a great card because this is, look, this could even be representing you, Sag, because you are a fire sign, so this may represent you. And when you show up in your own reading, it is actually quite a powerful energy as well. And the fact that it is above the Strength card, this is that internal fortitude, that real inner strength that gets you through challenging times and pushes you forward. And I feel like for a lot of you, you may have been quite burdened. You've got the 10 of Wands here, so you might have been carrying quite a heavy load. This could be to do with your work, because wands are often your passions, your career, what drives you forward. So there could be some real burdens here that you've been carrying, but the beauty of the 10 of Wands says that this burden is coming to an end. And you've got the 4 of Swords here. This is a beautiful card of healing, of resting, recuperating, relaxing. So if you are going on a journey and things have been quite burdensome, you'll be able to really relax and let that go in October, November kind of time. And it's interesting, you've got 2 4s here. You've also got the 4 of Pentacles right above the 4 of Swords. Now, the 4 of Pentacles can often talk about hanging onto your pennies really tightly, or often frittering them away and spending like there's no tomorrow. It's one of those duality cards. But I feel like if you have been having to really hang on to your money and watch what you spend, I feel this is coming to an end here as well. There could be some real release here. You might even be hanging on to situations that really aren't serving you really tightly as well. So this kind of does ask you to release and let go. But you're really, like I said, you're really showing that inner strength here. And that Knight of Cups, beautiful, loving, wonderful energy. Now, if for some of you there has been a burdensome issue within a relationship, again, I feel there is healing here and rest and recuperation, and you're absolutely able to overcome a lot of things. But to have 2 4s in a reading, I like to look at synchronicities like that. And I always believe, I always say I'm not a numerologist, but I don't believe in coincidences either. And the fact that you would get 2 4s kind of really gives a message, because 4s represent solid foundations. So, a large number of 4s, well, I think anything more than 1, when you're getting doubles, is kind of indicates moments of reflection as well for you. So you're looking back at difficulties that you may have had with your finances. You're looking back with difficulties that you may have had mentally, stressing, worrying, and there is stability coming in here for you. And yeah, and it almost, particularly if there is this quiet time that you're having, this time where you can actually remove yourself and reflect. This is a time really that is going to be very, very beneficial for you as well. But really, really nice energy here. Of releasing, letting go. You're coming to the end of a burdensome time. And it's made you stronger by going through it. You have that inner strength anyway, just by that strength card there. But this has made you stronger, and this is healing. Now, as I said, if this could potentially even be within a relationship, a love relationship as well for some of you, but otherwise it could be a work relationship that you are struggling with a little bit here, that you can overcome and release any of that negativity that you may have been hanging and carrying on to. Now, I'm going to clarify with a relatively new deck. I got it on a trip to the mountains with my beautiful girlfriends that I went on. And it's called the Macabre Tarot. And look at the cool box that it comes in. I'll just show you. The Macabre Tarot by Samantha Rook. And when you open, it's like a coffin. Can you see that? And when you open it, it's like a screen. I just love that. I've been showing everyone. I just had to show you. It's cool. So I'm just going to use this card for these cards, well, for clarification. So we'll get some stuff straight away. The Seven of Crystals, which is the Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. Wow. So this is 3 sevens here. Okay. So now this is kind of what I mean about repeat numbers. That's very significant for me. And the 7 is, you know, a lot of 7s in a reading. I mean, the Seven of Pentacles in of itself is a card that talks about you actually having done enough. You've worked hard, you've planted your seeds, you've nurtured the ground, you've done all that you can do, and now it's just a matter of sitting back and watching the fruits of your labor showing up for you. There's nothing you can do to speed up the process here. So that's what the Seven of Crystals or Pentacles talks about. And the Seven of Daggers or the Seven of Swords is a card of doing things strategically, doing things in a different kind of way. Now, this can actually talk about a liar, a cheater, stealer, thief. So if there is a significant Leo perhaps here, or a water sign that hasn't been telling you, hasn't been above board with all that they're saying, you've got the Ace of Swords there. So you're going to be able to cut through any of the BS. You're going to be able to get to the bottom of things, get to the truth of things, and you know, they won't be able to have anything over you. But also the Seven of Swords does talk about doing things in a strategic fashion to get the results that you want. But in general, I mean, to have 3 sevens, wow. These sevens often bring a lot of soul searching again with them, just in the same way that the 4s can as well. And you might even be longing for more out of your life when a lot of 7s appear. And so while you're kind of assessing your progress, you might find yourselves lacking in certain areas. And it can sometimes be easy to be unkind to yourself and really come down hard on yourself. And this is really going to generate a need for self-forgiveness. You know, you can't blame yourself for things that you may have done in the past, or things that mistakes that you may have made. You know, we all make mistakes, so you let that go, and certainly ensure that you aren't being hard on others as well. Just because you've got that Ace of Sword, that can be a little bit cutting there as well. But they indicate, a lot of 7s indicate review, they indicate patience, they indicate introspection, and it's you wanting to really understand the truth about your situation and to gain clarity regarding the purpose of your life almost. You know, they're quite deep numbers. It's quite a deep number. And because you've got multiple of them, it can actually indicate like a pause in the action while you're making choices regarding what you want to do next here. So this could be your career, this could be your ideas, the way you communicate. This could be your passion projects, what you want to create, your inspiration. You know, there's a lot of that's just because what swords and pentacles and wands kind of relate to. But yeah, I feel like there could be this renewed determination to stay the course. Even though there might be some sort of uncertainty or even uncertainty or difficulty in ways of thinking or communicating. Just, I feel like deep down you want to hold your ground, you know. It's similar to what I was saying in the Seven of Wands. You want to stay on course and really think it out clearly and get some ideas about which direction you want to go in. But yeah, just be careful there's no procrastination either, that you don't kind of do nothing and just think, but while you're making a decision. Keep moving, keep those thoughts moving. But there is a time of quiet introspection here with the Four of Swords anyway. But yeah, interesting. Seven sword, three sevens is quite interesting. Okay, so you've got the Three of Pentacles. So worked, I think, yeah, for some of you work related. This is working in a tight-knit little team, doing some really nice work, communicating your skills. The Three of Pentacles or crystals in this deck is really nice energy when you are mentoring other people. You're really good at what you do and you're able to share your knowledge to those around you. And in that lot that came out, you got the Ace of Crystals. So this is the Ace of Pentacles as well. So two aces, a lot of new beginnings here, in the way you communicate, in the way you could be making your money. And this could even be, Pentacles often talk about the physical, your home, yourself, your career, your finances. So there is new beginnings in a lot of areas here. And look at that, you got the Four of Cups as well. So 3 sevens, 3 fours. Now fours are stability. So I feel like for a lot of you, there could be stability in your relationship, but the Four of Cups can often talk about feeling a little bit apathetic about the situation that you're in. I mean, it could be to do with your relationship, but any situation really that in your life where you're a little bit bored, you're not feeling challenged, you've got everything on the surface that you could possibly want. Just by looking at it, you know, you might have a great relationship, you might have a good home, you've got a job, but something is missing and it's making you feel like, like there's something missing. But this could be a wonderful opportunity that is coming in for a lot of you Sagittarius as well. So keep an eye out for something that even may not look wonderful on the surface, but looks can be deceiving. So don't discard something right away. Maybe try it out. If you are feeling a bit bored, there could be a wonderful opportunity but really being offered to you. Now it's interesting, in this Macabre Tarot deck, the Samantha Rook has wanted to remove any binary kind of, she didn't want knights or queens or kings, so she's renamed them. So the Nightmare of Cups is actually the Knight of Cups. So look at that. You've got the Knight of Cups twice. So there's a lot of messages here that are being repeated. The Knight of Cups, like I said, is beautiful, loving, warm energy. Could very well be a water sign here, so a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, as I mentioned before. But the Knight of it talks about a really wonderful, powerful new emotional experience as well, and the fact that it's shown up twice, it could be quite significant. And it can sometimes talk about, for those of you that are single, it can actually talk about being completely swept off your feet as well. It can talk about a new relationship coming in. It could talk about falling in love or offers of marriage or any kind of romantic experience that causes you to swoon a little bit. So the fact that, like I said, you've got it twice could be definitely a new love. But it can also even be, if you're in an existing stable relationship, this can actually be a new element to your existing relationship as well. But it just remember, it can actually, this emotion can be so overwhelming that it can actually quite literally make you feel a little bit off balance by the entire situation. So make sure you stay quite grounded here. But, you know, this can also just talk about a wonderful invitation to a social event as well. But just a really loving emotional energy here. Now, you also got the Haunting of Cups. Now, the Haunting, I think that is the, it looks a bit spooky and ominous there, doesn't it? But the Haunting of Cups is actually, I think, the Queen of Cups. And again, beautiful, loving, nurturing energy, warmth and comfort here. You're feeling quite empathetic when this card comes up. Now, this can represent, again, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or this can talk about you taking on a lot of the qualities of this sign as well. So this can always, you know, talk about, you know, being empathetic towards others, being nurturing towards others, being loving, caring, kind, and really almost quite emotionally balanced as well. Now, with all of this, 2 knights and the Queen here, it's, you know, a lot of emotion here. So I really like this for you. Now, let's get one final card from the Now I Understand Oracle deck. I like to finish off my readings with just one of the Oracle cards to give that final message. They just seem, this is by Janine McLean, and the imagery is by her daughter. Sorry, some of the instruction cards just fell out. And they just seem to tie in so well. Yeah, look at that. Rest. Time out. Get the well-earned rest you deserve to recuperate mind, body, and soul. And I mean, that is just so linked with the 4 of Swords. As I said, I feel like a lot of you have been quite burdened. You have that 10 of Wands that is carrying that heavy load, that heavy responsibility, a lot of pressure on you. So there is really, over in the next 4 to 6 weeks, I mean, we are coming up to Christmas as well, but over the next 4 to 6 weeks, you really need to make sure that you take a rest and heal and close that door on the outside world and just recuperate your mind, body, and soul, just like it says in that card. So we'll leave it there, Sag. I hope that resonated. Don't forget, if you'd like a little reading from me, leave a donation. Doesn't have to be $1 million, and I will leave the link in your comment below. So just comment to me, hi Nadia, left a donation, love a mini reading, whatever you want to say, ask a question, and I will leave that link for you. So have a great few weeks, 4 weeks, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.